create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots, make those big plays.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
Trying the left side. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to throw. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Navy will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating. You got the offense moving a little bit, and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just some fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Wants to go up top. Fires left. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
This time around, a 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Ware. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here's a heat. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Barnes. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Dozier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The Mountaineers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
And the Mountaineers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here in the final 2 minutes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
Ready, set. Cut it, cut it. Slap. Keep it going.
to the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Ware. Fired into the right, complete. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Back open in the middle. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Navy quick to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Here we go. Razor. Ready, go.
They'll run the option. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
42, Spider.
The give to the fullback. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll try the outside to the left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Ware. Fires to the right. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Navy will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Here's the handoff. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
What's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The bull force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there. Fourth down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Good job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a draw. Makes one man miss. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass. The quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield. And now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Running into the open space. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 11 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it at the 30, still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ware. Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Ware. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Navy! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. coming. They go to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Shakes off the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll pull it down, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. On the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Motion from the back. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Now on the option. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Belly starter. Let's go.
on 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. After the run, now to throw. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Not all close games are created